Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Alpha Synthetics. My name is Sadiq, and this is our first video on how to trade synthetic indices. So, what we're going to do is at Alpha Synthetics, we're going to talk about order blocks, where the market is coming from, where is it going to. We're going to talk about market tracking, as we do at Alpha Synthetics, and we're going to talk about how to place trades. So what we're going to focus on, we're going to focus strictly on chart work. We're doing no indicators, we're doing no expert advisors, we're doing nothing like that. We're going strictly on chart analysis. So what we're going to do is, as we can see, so let's start off from over the side over here, for example. So when the market is on a downtrend, right? A clear downtrend like this over here, we can see that within these red candles, right? There is green candles that is popping up in between them. So what I want you to do is draw a rectangle and just place it to the future, right? When you're placing it to the future, you're giving it a potential zone on where it is going to reverse. So it might come into that zone and then reverse from there, or it might come very close to the zone and then reverse from there, right? So as you can see, it came very close to the zone and it reversed from there, but that is the simpleness that we are going to focus on, right? So let's just say, for example, that if we're going to look at this order block over here, so that one over there. So on a higher time frame, it would be both of these green candles. As you can see, it magnetize them directly on there, and you can see what happens. It came into that zone and then it went down again, right? And then as you can see, it went up to a certain point and then it reversed. And what we can do is we just continue doing that. You see a bunch of red candles, mark out the green, market reverses over there, goes further down, and so on and so forth. But what we are going to do today, so order blocks, right? So basically if the market is on a downtrend, okay, so it's on a clear downtrend. So as you can see that the market is on a clear downtrend over there, right? Market was little on a downtrend, and then as you can see the market pushed up a little. Okay, so however you use, whatever indicators you use, or whatever confirmations you use to confirm that the market is on a downtrend, by all means, there is 110 different confirmations that you can use, from indicators to expert advisors, right? So since the market is on a clear downtrend, right, what we're going to do from there is we're going to look for the uptrend candle within the downtrend candles. So the uptrend candle will be that one within the downtrend candles. Right? And now if you're going to look for the opposite side on the buy side, then what we're going to do is, if you will see over here, that it is going from the downtrend to the uptrend. Here you will see that the confirmation over here is that this created a order block just over there, and it never broke below this order block. So that is how you know the market, once it breaks below the order block, that is how you know the market's going to continue down, right? But it never broke below this order block, so it's going to continue on the uptrend, right? So now that we know that the market is continuing, so on the uptrend, it will be the downtrend candle within the uptrend cycle, right? So if you're going to look over here as well, So look at all those red green candles, and here we see the red candle, market out, it never broke below, so we can expect the market to go further up, right? We can expect the market to go further up from there. If not, if it broke below, then we could have expected the market to go further down, right? So let's go to what is next on. So we understand order blocks, right? So it's just from the uptrend. If you're going to place buys, you're going to look for the red candle within the green candles, right? And if you are placing sells, you are going to look for the green candle within the red candles. That is going to be the order block zones, right? So we did a little bit of the from and tos, right? So if you look at where the order block is and where the take profit is, right? So what we will do is you will see, for example, let me just show you over here by this one over here, right? So as you can see, the market is coming from uptrend over here, right? And it's shifted to a downtrend, right? But now, how do we determine the shift? Some will say that, okay, it went below the neckline over here. Be Some people will say that that's the left head, that's the head, and that's the right shoulder. They will say it's the head and shoulders. You know, people got many different theories and confirmations on how to check, right? So what we normally do is if you don't want to go through all of the indicators and things like that, let me just show you a very simple way on what you can do. So if you can check here on the uptrend, right? You look for the red candles within the green candles, and the red candle is over there, right? So keep in mind this is market tracking. So this is what you're going to do to check, okay, is market respecting the levels that I put out? Is it a weak order block or is it a strong order block? What's happening? Alright, so as you can see, but because this market over here, it never went below this red candle over here, right? So we can expect it to go higher, right? So as the market is pushing up higher, it's coming back down. And just let me show you something quickly. Look at this over here. Market tracking is so simple because within this downtrend candles, red candles is a green candle here, right? Market never went above that point, right? So within this, let me show you how we do our trade placing as well within this over here. So we already know that from a downtrend, from a uptrend going to a downtrend, right? So we can see that this is the order block over here. We expect market to go up because it never broke below this point, right? So we expect market to go up. Market went up, and here we can see that it created another red candle, right? And the red candle that it created was this one over here, right? So what we do with market tracking is, as you can see, when it came to the top of this pattern over here, right? It created this order block and the market came into that zone, respected the order block and went further down, right? And technically it's below the neckline, as some people will say. But we just following order blocks. That's all we're doing, right? So if you look here, that will be the next order block over there. And as you can see, market came into that zone and reversed downside again. And if you look at throughout that order block there, keep in mind order blocks go from 1 hour down to the 15 minute. Right, on crash and boom, I don't like going down to the 5 and 1 minute. It's more noise, so it's not proper confirmations that we're going to get. So the market goes up into that zone. You can go to a lower time frame and confirm that there is an order block there waiting for you, right? So if you're going to go down to the 30, like I said, we go down to the 15 for the least, and then we will be able to see over there where is the order block. So if you're going to go a little further in, and then you will be able to see the order block is the green candles there. See how lovely that looks. There we go. There's your order block there on the 15. Came into that zone, it respected it, it went further down, further down. So if it went further down over here, you see the market reverses slightly back up. It's fine, do not panic. This is where risk management comes in, and this is where your emotional intelligence comes in. Because at the end of the day, right, if market breaks above this point here, we already know that it's going to go further up, right? So what we do is, as market is playing around here, we don't take any buys on crash. Like I said, we don't take any sells on boom. We do not do that. We are gambling. We don't gamble over here. Alright. So as you can see, market came down to this point over here, created all of this noise. Right. This is just to confuse the people that don't know how to trade. Right. To show them, okay, here's a small pattern to confuse you. But now what we do is, when it comes to the beginning of the order block, right? So just over there, you will place your entry, right? So you will have your entry, let me write it on this side. You'll have your entry on that side, right? Then above the order block, you will have your stop loss, correct? And then from there, if you're gonna go down to the 1 hour, as you can see, market went further down over here. You can put your take profit at the base of there as well. That is where normal people will place their take profits, at the base of this over here. That is a normal ratio for the risk to reward. And your TP will be over there. That will be your take profit over there. And that is how simple the market is. That is how we place the trades. So the first thing we do, we just look for order blocks. We check where the market is coming from and going to. That's the second point, right? Right? Then we look at market tracking. Now from market tracking, now we can see, okay, market is going on an uptrend, order blocks busy going down. That's it. Just order blocks. Just waiting for the order blocks to go further down. Look over there. Never broke above that point yet. Right? Now we know this is the other order block to the upside. So market listened when it went down by that order block, but at the end of the day, market still broke through. You understand? Market broke through. Where didn't it want to break from? This order block over here. It never wanted to break free from this order block. And as you can see, just over here as well, within this green candles here, you should be a red candle, right? And look at that. What do we find? Here is a red candle over here, and market hardly even broke below that red. So like I said, 15 is the lowest that I will look for. Look over there. There we go. See how that trade plays out. So that is how we do the simpleness of market tracking. So we just need to see where the market is at, where it is going to. As you can see, played out the pattern. It broke above. We see where it broke above over here. We see all the order blocks here to your left. Obviously, you will see which one is the strongest. From there, it completed its journey to collect all of that orders to go further down. And now with the market tracking, what you can do is the minute the market comes past that point where you need to be, like for example, all of this now is basically, we can say, invalid, right? Because we checked on that the market is over here now. Now we need to see where market is going to go down before it's going to come back up, right? So now we can see, okay, we have an order block over here. See how market reacted to that, right? So from this point, market went down. From that point, the market went up. Went up where to? Now we look for the green candles over here. As you can see, instead of making a new rectangle, we take this one. Market went over there, right? To this order block over there. And from this point over here, because the market went up to that point, it's going to come down again, as you can see, to that order block over there. So that is the aim of the game, and this is how we do market tracking. And from there, now we can see that the market never broke below that point, so it should go further up. Am I right? Because it never broke below this point. So once market breaks below the order block, we know the market's going to go further down. But once market breaks above the order block, right? This order block over here, because that's now the highest point. This is where the pattern is happening, right? Market broke above that, and there we can see market goes further up. So if you guys want to know more on the strategy, if you want the indicators specifically with the inputs that I use, please feel free to join the channel. Please like, subscribe, share with your buddies that want to join trading as well. Share with your friends that has the idea of trading but is just looking for that one simpleness strategy that needs to close and seal the deal. If you want to buy the course, you can hit me up on my Telegram, on my WhatsApp. It will be down below in the description. And if you, with the course comes, so with the course comes the journal, the custom journal. It has the checklist, the A to B checklist from is the trade, is the market over there? So it comes with a A to B checklist. Is the market there? Yes. Okay. Do this. Is the market not there? Do that. If the market is there, do this. So it's a simple A to B guide on how and where to place your trades. Made simple. It's literally like a few steps. So all you need to do is you just be patient and show the market that you can do it. So, yeah, thank you very much, guys, for listening. Like I said, my name is Sadiq from Alpha Synthetics, and I will see you guys on the next video.